Feel this one. Feel this one. Four pool rush. Four pool rush. Pull 2 drones off the start. You're left with 4 drones. You make a 4 pool rush. Four pool. Look at that harass. He did the harass for me. He did the harass for me. And watch this. And watch this. Now. Only 3 drones. 3 drones. 4 pool. 3 drones. 3 drones.
Your Zerglings are moving so fast.
They are moving very fast.
Zergling speed is upgraded.
That must be.
Without the wings.
Without the wings, yes.
Zerglings coming. 4 pool Zerg.
4 pool rush.
Zerglings.
Yeah, they said the 4 pool rush was dead. It's not dead. Start with 6 drones. You can 4 pool.
4 pool.
4 pool
Zerglings coming. 4 pool rush. 4 pool rush. 4 pool rush. 4 pool rush.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
4 pool rush. 4 pool rush. 4 pool Zerg. 4 pool rush. 4 Zerg. 4 rush. Zerglings coming. Zerglings coming.
No GG. No GG. No GG. No GG. No GG. No GG.
Cancel building. 4 pool no GG. 4 pool no GG.
4 pools not dead. 4 pools not dead. Not dead. Not dead.
Hello and welcome to Hungry Hippo Amateur Hour, presented by
Starcraft.org.
Our Negative Sons and Lexi versus Rachel and me, Guns Akimbo. Our strategy: she's gonna go for a rush, and I'm gonna fast attack.
I press the button and then I try to get the balls into my mouth.
Well, I'm a big proponent of everyone getting some balls in their mouth. I think a good game is when everyone gets a few balls at least in their mouths. But actually, Lexi, tell them what's your strategy. How do you play this game?
Because I try and get a lot of them.
Get set. 3, 2, go. Alright, so what's happening here? What's happening right now? Alright, the orange hippo, I think got 4 balls.
Hello and welcome to
Metal Gear Solid 2 Beta.
Yes. They're re-releasing Metal Gear Solid on
as an
PC.
RTS.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
Anyway, welcome to Starcraft 2 Amateur Hour Beta 2, Episode 4, number 4.
That's great that we're so far in. It's like our 4th anniversary.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a month for you guys now.
Wow,
and that's really
crazy.
awesome. And we're really happy to be presented by Starcraft.org. So,
this is a special thematic episode. It's our first theme episode.
I like to call it Rush in Your Pants.
I just like to call it Rush!
I like to call it, yeah, that works.
So
I like to call it how to win StarCraft, a game of StarCraft 2 in less than 10 minutes.
yeah, that's at best kind of game.
Yeah.
But let's break the confusion real quick. Let's talk about who's playing and what's going on.
Alright, so this game is a follow-up to our ZVZ4 pool. I'm playing this game, Negative Sons. I'm wearing blue. And my opponent from Battle.net
2.0
is Drin, wearing red.
as the red protoss on the southern hemisphere of this world.
And you know what what always makes me happy and brings a smile to my face? That all Protoss, no matter whether they're fighting each other or what color their buildings, they all always glow.
Well, they're happy because they're, unoriginal. So unoriginal things tend to be happy.
Well, that's not necessarily true. They're more original than Terran.
Yeah, Terran's boring.
And they're a little bit smarter, better than Zerg.
No.
A little bit better.
You're going too far. Anyways, so you're both scouting each other at the same time, and look at this. This is nice because
Drin plants his proxy pylon
on you,
into my base.
it's almost like you're playing your mirror.
But I'm about to hit the proxy pylon in my base because I saw his probe coming from down there, and I just didn't feel like he belonged down there.
It made no sense.
Like, why would he be down there? What would, if you're scouting your
Maybe
opponent's
there's like
base?
an awesome Protoss like chili dog shop down there.
There is a Protoss chili dog shop down there, but still, this is wartime, and there's no time for chili dogs.
And right now the direct counter to his warping is
I'm warping into him, and actually,
would you have done that anyways, or was
to be honest, yeah, I was probably going to do that anyway because PvPs pretty much are taking this form where both players try to set as many rally points in each other's base as they can.
Well, no, this is a devil pentagon.
Yeah,
is
and
this a devil
they try to
sign?
win. They try to win by conjuring the devil into the game.
Can you do that in Starcraft 2? Can
Yeah,
you
it's
do
a
that? You can
special.
actually-
Protoss lost the mothership, but they can now summon the devil.
How many times has it happened? Have you seen it yet?
I'm trying to do it here, but it just takes so long. It's
Actually,
such a long build time.
that's a
And
cool little micro right there that he came right up to
he
intercept.
did intercept.
Yeah, that was nice.
And what I was trying to say is that PvPs right now are basically both players trying to proxy pylon each other and warp into each other's base to mess with each other's economy. And both players are forced to do it because there's no real counter that doesn't set you back tremendously economically. So here you see me laying my second pylon.
So, I mean, this is a little bit of a heavier investment, I feel like. 2 pylons, that's now 200 minerals for you? Do you feel like that was a smart move?
Well,
or?
I mean, ideally, I would be able to warp into Zealots and force him off minerals, and then it would pay for itself. It's a little bit much, but I mean, also, you know, the payoff is pretty big. And also, one thing that I'm really excited to show you guys here is this is a counter to the pylon warp-in build that I've been working on. And basically it involves, instead of adding a third gateway, you add a third forge.
A third forge? You have 3 forges in this game?
Yeah, you don't build any zealots, you just add 3 forges.
You keep blocking stuff off.
You upgrade shields as fast as you can from 3 forges, and then
then build 1 zealot.
and actually you get to the point where your probes, their shields regenerate as fast as zealots hit them, so their warp-in attack does nothing to you.
Oh, so you built a cannon here, right in your mineral line.
You build a cannon in your mineral line, and you use that with some fancy footwork to try to defend your base from the warp-in rush. But here you see my zealots coming out and killing his pylons, so I don't have to worry about the warp-in
Now,
rush. Anyway,
what I do like is that you're both going for warp gate tech at the same time, and the cool thing is that pre this last patch where it increased, I think
when
the
warp
warp
gate still cost 60
it was
seconds.
like 60
to
seconds,
build.
now it's 120, 140.
Yeah, 140 now.
You both would have already had zealots in each other's bases, and
Definitely.
now you have both killed off the pylons. And do you think that whole tactic now is dead because
I think
of
that
the
it's
timing difference?
definitely a lot easier to hold off now. And I wish that I had this game for you guys before the patch, because I really feel like maybe it was possible to hold off with a cannon before. But you know, either way, it's even easier to hold off now, which is good for the PvP because it makes it more exciting, longer games with more units than just zealots.
Now you're both going for robotics facilities at about the same time. You beat him to a robotics facility
Yeah.
a little bit early. Is this for any certain thing, or are you
I
just
think in
going
this
for,
case,
observers?
it's for observers because PvP and Protoss in general, it's so important to scout your opponent's tech because it's so hard to adapt your tech as Protoss. So you really want to know beforehand what he's going for and what you need to go for to counter. And also, you know, we're both building zealots right now, and you need to build zealots with Protoss, and the Colossus that you get from Robotic Facility is just awesome against zealots. So I think maybe both of us are thinking that also. I'm actually building an Immortal right now because
Oh really, Colossus? Those tall guys?
yeah, the
are
Colossus
great
are
against
awesome
zealots?
against zealots. Very
Really?
great against zealots.
How about speed zealots? I would think like a bunch of speed zealots would be.
Well, ideally
good
you'd have
against
your
that.
own zealots in front and be able to, you know, stop their zealots from getting to your Colossus while your Colossus kills them.
Okay, so what are you doing right here?
Okay, right here I'm planting some pylons into his base. Putting pylons all over the map actually is something that I've been experimenting with, and it's actually really, I like doing it a lot. You waste a little bit of minerals when they finally find them and kill them. It's only 100 minerals, and instead of having to constantly check on his expansion, I know now if he's expanding. I know exactly when and if he's expanding because he'll kill my pylons. And the bonus here was that I saw his zealots moving across the map.
Yeah.
So I was able to run up to the observatory, the Zelnaga watchtower,
nice.
and actually
So you see that.
see his number, see how many he has, and get into a defensive position.
That's a cool little corner.
So I'm able to start to snipe his zealot and
rush
also
repelled.
put a force field down to prevent him from running up my ramp.
Oh,
right
that's
there.
brilliant. That's
but
cool.
actually, my player uses an awesome trick in this game that I haven't seen anyone use before on this map, which is that if you put your pylon exactly as he's placed it, you can and have an observer to spot. You can actually warp in from that pylon into your opponent's base.
Oh,
which
wait,
is
wait,
awesome.
this is you warping.
That's
now.
me warping in because I saw the pylon and I warp into stalkers to try to kill it. And now
because
this
your
is-
building spotted it.
Yeah, I saw it from my base, and he's warping in his zealots, but they're actually
time,
their
he's-
diversion. His other zealots are coming up my ramp. He has about 8 zealots now, and his other zealots are about to kill my. They target my poorly placed one pylon powering my forge and 4 gateways, warp gates rather.
See, and this is the coolest graphic difference between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Watching Protoss buildings and that many at once go unpowered.
But
is
you know,
like-
you don't even need the Colossus at this point because I have my Immortal
yeah.
out, and just the Immortal is just killing the zealots so quickly. And even though he does get that pylon, which was my error and his good play by distracting me. And here you see him warping in more zealots, and here's where that forge comes into play, because I'm able to surround it with my probes and keep the zealots from actually doing any damage.
Oh, look at that. So that's actually a brilliant move right there.
Where normally 3 or 4 zealots would be able to take out that cannon, now with the probe surrounding it, it can easily take on 3 or 4 zealots.
Now to get that to happen, do you have to keep spam clicking, or?
Oh yeah, you have to keep spamming on your forge and keep ordering your probes to go to it. And just with the 2 immortals and my zealots, I'm able to definitely push back his warping and zealots now.
So you've pushed back every part of this
I've
rush.
pushed back,
That's awesome.
yeah, every part of the rush, and I'm about to kill his pylon for the 2nd time because I did kill the first one and had to warp it.
And not even a GG again.
Yeah.
This is like the theme of this match are rush and no GG.
StarCraft 2 Amateur Episode 4 no GG. But that's okay because, admittedly, it's very frustrating. I mean, he did do a really good job with that rush.
But it's more frustrating to lose to a rush instead of having a rush countered. But, whatever. Maybe he was having a bad day.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, thank you guys, and we'll talk to you later.
Hope you enjoyed yourselves.
GG!
GG.